I'm going to break down everything you need to know about meal prepping in this video, whether it comes to why you should do it, problems for beginners, and how to start implementing it. I've been meal prepping every single week for 3 years, and I'm going to break down every single tip and trick that I've learned that'll help y'all meal prep better. First things first, why would I meal prep if I can just cook every single day and it's the same thing, right? That is false, okay? Because think about it like this. If I were to cook chicken and rice every day of the week, it would take me 30 minutes every single time, and I'd do it 7 days a week. That would be what? Three and a half hours, right? But if I meal prepped it, it'd be about an hour and a half, right? 2 hours. So it's a lot easier. Not even that. It'd take probably about an hour, right? A lot easier, right? And it's just a lot more efficient. And in the long run, you have to set aside some time to do it, but in the long run, it saves you a ridiculous amount of time. Okay, so saves you time. Number one, saves you time. Number two, standby meals ready. Okay, you have meals ready. 3, it's consistent. It's easier to be consistent. 4, you know exactly how many calories are in each meal. Number 5, you can take on the go to school, work, whatever. Okay, so we already got into the saves time. Now, standby meals ready. Okay, you have meals ready to go with you. Like, you can just grab it, cook it, eat it 15 minutes instead of 45 to an hour every single day, right? Saves a crazy amount of time. Consistency. It's a lot harder to cook every single day for 30 minutes and then eat it. And it's hard to do that every single day, right? Because you don't want to do that. You just want to grab the easy thing. You want to grab the pre-made breakfast bowl that has preservatives and ridiculous amount of additives in it, right? But it's easier if you have it ready. All you gotta do is throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes and call it a day and eat it. And then you have a great meal ready for you, right? So a lot easier to be consistent because you already have it ready. Another thing, you know exactly how many calories are in each, right? Because I'm gonna get into this in a second, but you know exactly how many calories are in each. Okay, it saves you time tracking your food too, because every day you'd have to weigh and track on top of cooking it. But when you meal prep, you just do it all at once and then you portion it that way, right? So you know exactly how many calories are in each. You don't have to guess, you know all the macros. It's easy, simple. Take it on the go. Number 5, you can take it on the go. Grab it, put it in your lunchbox, throw an ice pack in there for the day. If you want to eat it in 2 hours, you can, right? 4, 3, throw it in the microwave, good. You can eat it at work. You don't have to take a hot freaking thing, Tupperware, and eat it while you're driving with your damn knee, right? So it's a lot easier. Okay, now let's get into problems. So a lot of problems that happen with beginners, right? Whenever I started, these are problems that I struggle with. Okay, so number 1 is you don't know how to cook. Number 2, don't have proper equipment. Number 3, don't get enough food. Number 4, not able to track your calories properly. You don't know how. Number 5, right? 5, don't know what to meal prep. And number 6, and you don't like eating the same thing every single day. Okay, so I'm gonna break down all the things you need to know about these problems and how to overcome them. Okay, so number 1, you don't know how to cook. It's a pretty big problem if you don't know how to cook. But what I will say is it gets a lot easier. Like, if you just start cooking a week after, you know how to cook this thing, right? First time, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. You're gonna fuck up, okay? Like, that's just the bottom line, right? You're not gonna do something for the first time and be perfect at it, okay? But the thing with cooking is it's really easy. It's really simple. You get good at cooking certain things. Like, I don't know how to bake. shit, like, because I've never baked before, right? But I would be, if I had to bake a cake, my first time I would probably fuck it up, but the next time I'd probably do it better, right? That's just the bottom line, okay? So, and that goes with a lot of things, okay? So don't get discouraged when you're trying to learn how to cook. And TikTok is really like the main source. Quick search on TikTok, what temperature do I cook sweet potatoes in the oven? And it tells you 425. That's probably what it is, 425 for 25 minutes, okay? So TikTok, utilize it, okay? Now that's a lot of, once you get it down, you know how to do it, and it's pretty easy. A lot of people don't do that, but the potato bag doesn't tell you how to cook it. You just, and it's better to look it up and take 15 seconds out of your day to look it up than mess it up and waste a whole batch of sweet potatoes, right? So utilize that. Just be prepared and season your food, because yeah, season your food and learn how to, and do it. You just gotta do it. It's easy. It's not that hard. Experience will take you. Okay, you don't have the proper equipment. So meal prep is pretty simple for equipment wise. If you have a big air fryer, that's like peak, but oven is fine, or like a pan to cook in, like a big pan, because if you're cooking ground beef, you don't want to, the thing with, like, if you don't have the proper equipment, you'll be fine, but it'll just take longer, right? Because, and we want to maximize our time and not take an entire day meal prepping, because that's annoying. No one wants to do that. That's counterproductive. So proper equipment is really important to save you time, okay? So if you have a really big air fryer, like I can cook a whole thing of chicken or sweet potatoes or anything, that's important. I would get a rice cooker, like a big rice cooker, not one that only cooks 3 cups at a time, because that's the same thing, right? And if you don't want to buy a rice cooker, it's easy. You just have a big pot and you have a top, and you just learn how to cook rice like that. It's really simple. And wash your rice, because if you don't wash your rice, it'll get all sticky and stuff, and no one wants that. Anyways, what else? You need big Tupperwares, like big things to prep them before you cook, right? Because you got to throw the chicken into a big tub and then season it all and shake it up, right? So you need those. You need a couple, like 3 or 4 of those, like big Tupperware things. And then you need like 14 regular Tupperwares. It just depends on how many meals you want to prep. If you want to prep a bunch of small meals and like 3 a day, that's cool. Just get 21 Tupperwares. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive, but it is what it is. Hold up, drinking my coffee. Yeah, it is what it is, right? So, and that goes along with what number 6 is, you don't like eating the same thing every day. If you don't want to just prep, like, you can prep different stuff. It's just gonna take a little longer, and that's just the reality, right? So, oven, sheet, parchment paper that's how I cook my chicken, and my sweet potatoes. I just throw them all in a big thing in the oven, and the sweet potatoes after, right? Or before, whatever. Just throw them all in there. Make sure you give them room to breathe. You need 2 of them. Throw one on the top, one on the bottom of the oven, and throw the parchment paper down, and yeah, that's fun. That's gonna be prep. Cutting it up and prepping the food is gonna take probably the most time, and also the oven time, but you don't really have to be present for that. What else? For the weighing the food, for the portioning it, you're gonna need those big Tupperwares too, because you put you need a food scale too, because that's really one of the most important parts. You put the Tupperware on the food scale, the big one, and then after you get done cooking it, you gotta wash it, by the way, because don't be gross. You put the big Tupperware down, and then you throw all the chicken on or whatever, and you weigh it, and then say you're making 7 chicken meals, and you have 42 ounces of chicken, then you know that there's 6 ounces of chicken in every meal, right? and there's 6 ounces of chicken in every meal, you just throw that in your notes. 6 ounces of chicken every meal. And then you have rice. And you weigh all the rice. And you divide that by 7 per day, right? And you have a cup of rice. So you know that whenever you eat the chicken and rice meal, that's how you portion it. You get the Tupperware, throw 6 ounces in, and a cup of rice in. That's how, and you'll have a perfect amount, right? And you put that in your MyFitnessPal. When you're about to eat it, you just put 6 ounces chicken cooked, 6 ounces, cup of rice cooked, and that's it. And you know exactly how many each time, right? So it makes it really easy. You need big Tupperwares for that. Okay, don't get enough food. So it's pretty easy to calculate how much you need, right? So say just do a little bit, it takes 5 minutes, do a little bit of math. It'll save you a bunch of struggle. Say you're gonna eat, say you want 6 ounces of chicken in each meal, right? Cooked chicken and stuff and raw chicken are different weight, but say you want 6 ounces of chicken in each meal. Always cook over, because you can always just freeze the rest and save it for next week. So that's my tip, is just always cook more than less, because you don't want to not have enough, right? So you want to eat 6 ounces of chicken every day, okay? Then you do the math, 6 times 7. Anyways, 6 times 7 is 42. So you try to get about 50 or 60 ounces of chicken at the store, right? Because 42 ounces of cooked chicken is, I don't know the math on it, but it's probably around 60 or 70 ounces of cooked chicken. I mean, raw chicken. If you want 6 ounces of ground beef every day, then you do 6 times 7 and 42, and each pack of ground beef, or you just get that many ounces, right? Or a little bit more. Same thing with rice. Same thing with most things. Like, you can guesstimate a lot of things, right? Sweet potatoes, if you want 1 sweet potato every day, you get 7, right? So, not able to track your calories because you don't know how much is in each meal. Same thing we just talked about. Tupperware them, weigh them out. Simple, easy, okay? Portion them out that way. Get your Tupperware, you put 6 ounces in each Tupperware. Easy, simple. Don't need to go over that again, I don't think. Don't know what to meal prep. Okay. So, you want to meal prep things like, if I could meal prep everything, I would, because that would just make my life so much easier. But you don't want to, like, some meals you can't, like eggs, that's kind of nasty to meal prep. No one wants to eat eggs in the fridge. That's just, no. Like yogurt and stuff, like the yogurt bowl I make, I can't meal prep that. That's just you're just gonna take that. But like any meats, carbs, like any meats and carbs, usually you can meal prep. Like fries, potatoes, vegetables, so you can meal prep. Like your main meals, usually you can meal prep. Like, don't like eating the same thing every day. And there's not really a tip for this. I'm just gonna sit here and tell you, like, come on. You know what I mean? No, I'm joking. But if you don't like eating the same thing every day, then you just gotta make a couple meals, right? Like, you gotta make chicken rice, sweet potatoes and ground beef, whatever, right? Different meals, throw different vegetables in there if you want in each different meal. So you kind of mix it up, okay? And at the end of the day, you're meal prepping. If you want to take your health serious, and this is just the real truth. If you want to take your health serious, like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, I've been eating pretty much the same meals for about 3 years, and obviously I get tired of them and I switch them up a tiny bit. Like, I'll change the sauce, or I'll make a little different recipe or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, instead of eating 8 scrambled eggs, sometimes I'll make breakfast burritos, or I'll make omelets, or I'll make, you know what I mean? Like, just different variations. Like, instead of eating chicken and rice, I'll make chicken fried rice. You know what I mean? Like, same concept, right? And a lot of the time with chicken and rice, it's really easy to switch up, because all you got to do is add a different sauce to the chicken. Like, get sauces. Don't be afraid of sauces. Now, if you're in a calorie surplus, don't be afraid of sauces because you don't want to not enjoy your food, but you need to track this. You need to track everything, okay? Sauces, ranch, all these type of sauces, butter, freaking olive oil that you cook your food in, track that. You know what I mean? Like, don't overeat if you're in a deficit. Now, if you're in a surplus, I wouldn't try to overeat too much. Like, you don't have to track the sauces. I would though, because you don't want to be eating too much over your surplus. Like, if you're trying to eat 500 over your maintenance every day, and you're like adding on sauces that are making it like 800, that's like, I mean, it's not horrible. Like, you're still gonna gain weight, but you're gonna gain a little bit of fat with it. And the end of the day is like, if you can eat 300 over your surplus and then add the sauces, and that's like 200, 300 more, and you're eating 600, then that's perfect, right? So, pretty self-explanatory, right? Anyways, meal prepping is pretty simple. There's not much to it. Do it, and it's easy. You'll get used to it. You'll find little tricks that help you. That's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll answer gladly. Let me know if I missed anything, or if y'all want specific videos on anything I covered in this video. Just let me know.